Guys, bringing you a Path of Exile video. I made this character last night. This is based off of Invalesco's build. I asked him to share with me his secrets to PvP. He really wasn't playing PvP, and then he started playing, and he told me that he was going to make a rather balanced build, something that would really demonstrate the overall abilities and spells and skills, rather than like pure DPS or high insane stun or something like that. And this build really, it doesn't have a lot of damage. I mean, it has a decent amount of damage, but Viper Strike is the key. And the cool thing is that this character is level 22, and I'm facing a level 28, and I've been doing this all day, just destroying level 28s, where I shouldn't be doing this. And really, I told Invalesco that I was going to make a build that would demonstrate how OP his build is, and really utilizes his build is fully optimized. Well, not entirely, because he doesn't have the greatest gear, but I mean, he does have good gear, but not is what he wants right now. And he utilizes Eldrich Battery, Hexmaster, and Whispers of Doom to provide curses and to convert energy shield to mana. I don't have a lot of health right now, not as much as he does, obviously because I'm 6 levels lower than him, and I don't have as much mana as he does, although I have pretty high mana regen from Dream Fragments and just base armor and AME. But really, this utilizes temporal chains and vulnerability. Only I don't have vulnerability yet. I do, but I can't use it yet. But I do have temporal chains, and I use that, but I don't even use it all the time. Now, with Hexmaster, obviously the curses stay on the whole time, so when I get that, temporal chains will be even more devastating. But really, it just utilizes Viper Strike, Flicker Strike, and Whirling Blades, and I kind of have to get a little bit creative with how I play, because it is. My guy does take a lot of damage, and I do have to use my potions up quite a bit, and that's just simply because I don't have the damage yet that I need to do well against, like, this guy, for example. And then another real fun thing is bear traps, because it's just, you just get people caught in it. And like this guy right here, he keeps using molten shell, and it's kind of a challenge, because I don't have a lot of life, so if it explodes, I take tons of damage, I die. So what I do is, when he's got molten shell on, I just throw a bear trap down at him, and he gets caught in it, and it explodes the trap. Another thing too is that he was using Tempest Shield on the last match I fought against him, and that really posed a challenge. I was constantly out of health and was just always like pretty low. Another thing too that I didn't even mention is that I'm only using 3 auras, and he has, I think, 4. He utilizes Anger too, and that's like the biggest one. I can't even use it yet. So really, it is a very, very overpowered build, even for a level 22 facing a level 28. It's quite ridiculous. I highly enjoy playing with this character, because like I said, it's not high DPS. It does take a lot of skill. You do have to constantly manage and watch what you're doing, and make sure that you have temporal chains going, which I don't utilize that much. Bear traps down, and utilize Flicker Strike and Whirling Blades. We were talking, and since it is so OP, and since he is an alpha member, he made that build to show just how overpowered it is, and I made this video to show just how overpowered it can be for even a level 22. And I fought a level 28 earlier, and I was level 18, and I destroyed him, just because of the pure fact that Viper stacks, and you have all the stuff going for you, and all these things that you can utilize, and what I have seen in PvP, other than a few with like Lord Perth and several others and Hex and those guys, a lot of people are purely one-sided, like High Crit Malt, for example, with a Nubite, which his or her build, or whoever it is very, very good. I'm not dissing on it at all, but it is kind of heavily one-sided, and if you can flicker up to her, you're pretty much you won the match. And then high DPS people, Stun builds are really effective, only they pose the same problem. Like if you don't stun somebody and you have a build and you're fighting somebody like me or Invalesco with a build like this, you're gonna get owned. See right there, you look at that bear trap exploding. It is very effective, and they're gonna be making some changes. I don't know what they are. I don't know what they're gonna do, but apparently they are going to. And a lot of people keep talking about this. This is an issue I have. A lot of people keep talking in chat about how you can't balance PvP without, you know, destroying PvE. Get your mind out of that. You can separate completely PvP from PvE. You can change the damage reduction, whatever. It's not gonna mess with PvE, so people don't need to worry about that. And not to mention, they're not gonna go and just like start buffing and nerfing things randomly. They're gonna highly contemplate what they're doing and consider all the negative sides. I mean, just think about the fact of like how, you know, make a unique item. You have to take into account every single thing in the game. Like, is this going to be OP for this? Is it going to be unbalanced? You know, whatever. And so they're not going to just do it willy-nilly. They're going to actually like think pretty hard about it. So really, I just kind of encourage people to not worry about it, because they're going to make it well and they're going to figure it out. And the alpha testers that we have, who are really, really intelligent, they've played the game for a long time, they know what they're doing, they're going to make it balanced, and they're not going to let like things get out of control, and they're not going to like, you know, the suggestions that they give, they're going to be good ones. So that's it for this video. Check out his build in the link below.